Have you ever climbed so high that the clouds floated beneath your feet?
Where do we go?
Yet somehow you still felt watched from above? Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's story isn't just another travel vlog. It's a memory that still haunts me whenever I close my eyes. This is the night we camped on Mount Rinjani, one of Indonesia's most sacred and mysterious mountains, and realized that not every silence in nature is peaceful. Some silences mean something is listening. Before we begin, tell me in the comments, where are you watching from? Love seeing our little adventure family grow across the world. And for everyone who subscribes, may your journeys be filled with beauty, not fear. And may every mountain you climb welcome you safely back home. It began as a dream come true. After years of hearing about its breathtaking crater lake and sunrise views, our group of 5 finally stood at the base of Mount Rinjani, tall, proud, and cloaked in morning mist. The air was sharp and cool, carrying the scent of pine and damp soil. We felt alive, like explorers about to conquer something sacred. Villagers smiled as we passed, some waving, others whispering quiet warnings we couldn't fully understand. One elderly man pressed his hands together and said softly, "The mountain remembers everyone who visits her." We laughed politely, assuming it was just a local saying, something poetic. Nothing more. But the higher we climbed, the quieter everything became. The sounds of the village faded, replaced by the hush of tall grass brushing against our boots. Even the birds seemed to disappear. The forest felt too still, like it was holding its breath. A fog rolled in from below, wrapping the path like a ghostly river. Still, our excitement drowned out our fear. We joked, took videos, and promised we'd camp as close to the crater as possible. "Imagine waking up to that view," one of us said. None of us imagined that we'd be praying to see the morning light at all. At first, it was everything we dreamed of. Our tents stood proud against the open sky, the air crisp and cold, the horizon painted orange by the setting sun. We boiled noodles over a small camp stove, laughed until our voices echoed through the valley, and took turns posing beside the crater as if we owned the mountain. Everything felt. But perfection never lasts long up there. As the night crept in, the mountains seemed to exhale, the wind grew stronger, colder, whispering through the grass like distant voices. The laughter slowly faded, replaced by the crackling of our campfire. One by one, we fell silent, each pretending not to feel the same strange pressure in the air. It was like the forest around us had changed its shape, watching us from every direction. Then Adi, the most fearless among us, froze mid-sentence. "Did you hear that?" he whispered. We listened. At first, it was nothing, just the rustle of leaves. But then came the sound again. Faint, almost tender. Someone calling Adi's name from the woods. He stood up, shining his flashlight toward the darkness. "Probably another camper," he said, forcing a laugh. But when he shouted back, "Who's there?" the voice answered in perfect mimicry. Same tone, same laugh. Echoing from the trees, the fire flickered, as if startled by the sound. That's when I realized we were alone on that mountain. No other group had camped near the crater. Our guide had gone back down earlier. The trail behind us was empty. Whatever was out there, it knew our names. The fire burned lower, its orange light dancing weakly against the walls of our tent. The forest had gone completely silent. No insects, no wind, just the rhythmic pounding of our hearts. It was a silence so deep it felt alive, pressing against our ears until even breathing sounded too loud. Then came the footsteps, soft at first, crunching through the gravel and dry leaves around our tent, slow, deliberate, circling us like a predator testing its prey. We froze. No one dared speak. My hand gripped the flashlight, knuckles pale from the cold and fear. "Who's there?" Adi called out again. No answer. "Oh, only the sound of someone dragging their feet through the dirt." I unzipped the tent a few inches and pointed the flashlight out. The beam cut through the mist, revealing nothing but trees and fog. But just as I started to lower my hand, something flickered by the edge of the light, a shape, tall and thin, standing, completely still between the trees. Its face blurred, as if the air itself refused to form it. The fire cracked violently, sparks shooting into the air. Then, just like that, it died. The light vanished, and we were swallowed whole by the dark. A sound followed, a soft hum, almost like singing coming from outside the tent. The voice was faint, female, humming a melody we didn't recognize. It grew closer, circling us, until we could feel the vibration of her steps in the ground beneath our hands. The zipper of the tent twitched once, then slowly began to slide down from the outside. Audie's whisper sliced the silence. "She's opening it?" That was when the mountain truly came alive. The zipper stopped halfway. None of us moved. The singing outside had turned into soft, broken humming, closer, clearer, almost curious. I could see the tent's thin fabric trembling with every breath we took. Then, without warning, the entire tent shifted. Something brushed against it, dragging along the side like fingers searching for a way in. Audie screamed first. It wasn't a loud scream, more like a choked gasp, raw and terrified. He pointed toward the back of the tent, eyes wide with horror. Through the fabric, a shadow loomed, a figure crouched low, pressing its face against the wall from the outside. A woman's silhouette, hair long, tilted. We burst out of the tent in panic. The cold air hit us like knives. Flashlights scattered wildly, beams cutting through the fog. The campfire was nothing but smoke and ash now. Audie was already running toward the trail, shouting for us to follow. The rest of us grabbed what we could and stumbled after him, but the path wasn't the same. The mountain had changed. What had been a clear trail hours ago now twisted into unfamiliar shapes, trees where there were none before, rocks rearranged like a maze. Our GPS blinked with no signal, the mist thickened, swallowing the beam of our lights, and then we heard it again, the humming. This time it wasn't behind us. It was above us. We looked up, and through the swirling fog, we saw her standing on a ridge, motionless, her white dress flowing in the wind. She didn't move, but her song filled the air, echoing through the valley like the mountain itself was singing with her. "Keep moving," someone shouted. We ran. Branches tore at our clothes, roots grabbed at our boots. Every direction felt wrong, but stopping felt worse. The humming grew louder, closer, until it was everywhere in the air, in our heads, in the ground beneath us, and then as suddenly as it started, it stopped. Total silence. Only our ragged breathing remained and the faint sound of water